The sun is shining here in Suzuka City, Japan as we get set for round 3 of the first season of Endurion eIGTC, taking place on the GP layout of the Suzuka circuit. In a way, this may seem like a new Endurion, but we assure you this is still the same racing we know and love. My name is Preston Plord, the new play-by-play voice of Endurion, and I am thrilled to lend my commentary skills to this great championship. It's another great day of virtual GT3 racing, and there's a new guy on the block helping bring you all the action. With all that out of the way, let's go through the starting grid. On the first row, we've got Sure Not Sure driving an Audi R8 LMS, and beside him is TRC521 in a Porsche GT3 car. And then in the second row, we've got DOR Forlorn Bear, hopefully I pronounced that right, driving a Bentley GT3, and beside him is Lex with 3 X's, driving a BMW M6. Row number 3, we've got Gareth Block 43 in the BMW M6, and beside him in the 6th position is The Bin with 2 eyes in a Porsche GT3 car. That's all the pro cars in this race, and now we get to the amateur division, and we've got in 7th and 8th place, row number 4, CMR Katashi Yu in a Jaguar XK, and MXR Weasel piloting a Bentley GT3. Row number 5, rounding up the top 10, we've got Bobby Blue 508 in a Ferrari F458, and BA Giggity and a Jaguar XK. Row number 6, Rick Pumphouse in a Nissan GTR, and CA Advantage in a Lamborghini Huracan. Row 7, we've got Discover Osiris in a BMW M6, and SSR FNG96 in a Nissan GTR. And rounding out the grid in 15th and 16th, row number 8, Killswitch 970 in a McLaren MP412C, and HCR Colonel in a Nissan GTR. And now that the starting grid is complete, let's get straight to the action. Here's one of our cameras as the green flag is waving, and we're underway at Suzuka. A bit of a log jam here in the amateur division of the grid, and coming down to the first corner, let's see how Bobby Blue 50. Oh, we got a car in the gravel already. We've got a car already wide, but he recovered very quickly. And let's go into Bobby Blue's cockpit. Can they possibly fit any more buttons on that steering wheel? I have no clue, and I'm not in the mood to find out myself, but looks like it's single file from here on. Oh, and just as I say that, we've got a car dipping its tires onto the grass for position. It's just 2 tires, so it doesn't look like he's going to get penalized for that. And he tucks back behind the Bentley up ahead. Oh, I thought Bobby Blue was going to give a bumper to that Lamborghini Huracan, but very good braking on his part, and a little bit of caution ahead, probably a car in the gravel, or maybe it was the traffic cone. I think I just saw a traffic cone flying. For a second I thought that Bentley up ahead was going to collide with that barrier, but very good steering skills on his part. And we're going to complete the first lap, but we still got 2 hours and 54 minutes to go. And it looks like the Lamborghini is going to try and pass. Yeah, CA Advantage was trying to pass the Bentley, but the Bentley of MXR Weasel, but he thought better about it because these turns at Suzuka, they can be pretty tricky and very tight. So you make a dumb pass here and you're in the gravel, my friend. or the grass, or both. But it's still single file for now. And being that this is a, whoa, CA Advantage putting on a borderline Formula Drift or D1 Grand Prix show there, but nice save there, buddy. And we got a pass for a position. Oh, I thought we were going to get a pass for position, and I believe I see a car up ahead, and what looks to be a Bentley falling off the pace a bit, as evidenced by the caution ahead sign that keeps flashing. And BA Giggity appears to be closing in a little. Oh, God! Oh, Bobby Blue's in the grass. Whew. Thought we were going to get a bit of a pile up in that corner, but I was wrong. We still managed to keep it single file. As I was trying to say before I was interrupted, BA Giggity is closing up steadily on Bobby Blue's Ferrari at the moment. He's going to try pass on the outside, but lost a little bit of ground in the process. Everybody's spreading out for now, still single file. I mean, it's GT3 road course racing, so that's kind of a given. And is that Bentley up, or Lamborghini, excuse me, going to try pass on that Bentley up ahead? I thought he was, but tucks right back in behind. CA Advantage is trying to go for that pass on I was going to say the 8th place car, but our leaderboard limitations are only showing 1st, 9th, 10th, and 11th at the moment. But as you can still see in that iPad-sized camera in Bobby Blue's cockpit, BA Giggity isn't holding back. He is there, just 60 feet away. Oh, yeah, he's definitely losing ground a little bit. And we got cones everywhere. And I believe I made a mistake. That's actually not a Bentley. That is a Jaguar. So, my bad. Alright, this pack of cars seems to be going bumper to bumper. It's almost super speedway racing up in here. That's the Bentley up ahead of CA Advantage. I got them and Kakashi mixed up. My bad. And as you can see by our little mini ticker on the left side, Sure Not Sure is still holding the lead. And from Bobby Blue to Sure Not Sure, it's about 1,500 feet. Oh, I thought he was going to go completely on the grass there, but I was wrong. As you don't know, cutting the corner like that's a big no-no. So, nice restraint there, Bobby Blue. Oh, ran a little bit wide. 2 tires into the rumble strip, but so far so good. A little bit of dust being kicked up by CA Advantage. It looks like he's been loose in the corners. And that's going to open the door for CMR Katashi. A little bit of a wobble there by Bobby Blue. Gosh. Oh, yep, everyone's running really wide into those corners, including Bobby Blue, and whoa, he's still under fire from BA Giggity. Oh, they made contact. Just a little bit of a dip into the grass, but everyone seems to be okay, although Bobby Blue is looking at BA Giggity right now like, what are you doing, buddy? And CA Advantage runs really wide. That's going to open the door for Bobby Blue to try and take 9th place. I don't know what's up with that Lamborghini, though. Like, it just seems to be very loosey-goosey going into a lot of these corners. We're going to have to fix it up in the pits later. A little bit of a bobble there by Bobby. Even Bobby's a little loose going into that corner. Giggity is coming. This long straightaway is going to give him the chance to do a slingshot maneuver, but here comes the corner, so that's going to have to wait. Stop drifting, Advantage. This isn't Formula Drift, buddy. Oh, there goes another cone. And the cone probably had a family, but not a family we knew, so... Oh, Advantage goes... He's in the dirt. Advantage is in the dirt. That crew must not be a happy crew right now. I had a feeling CA Advantage was eventually going to go in the gravel with that loose car, but I didn't think he would do it so soon. But focusing on Bobby Blue right now, Giggity is there. Looking to pounce, I thought he was going to do a bump and run like we're at Bristol Motor Speedway or something, but he thought better of it. Although Giggity is trying to close up on Bobby, closing it behind Giggity is Rick Pumphouse in the Nismo GTR. So it's going to be basically a three-way battle for 9th at this rate. Went a little bit wide there, so did Bobby. Just 2 tires into the green area. A little bit quiet as, like I said, everyone is just spreading out some more. It may change in a heartbeat because Giggity is not done with Bobby Blue at the moment. He still wants that 9th position. And we just passed the under 2 hours and 45 minutes mark. Anything can happen in these 2 3/4 hours. Bobby seems to be pulling away a bit from Giggity, although he definitely closed in those tight corners. Now there is a chance that Giggity can that whoa, there's a chance he can run wide, but there's a chance that Giggity can give Bobby Blue a bit of a push in order to catch the 8th place car, which our ticker says it's Katashi, but as we remember, he went off in the dirt a while, so I don't know what position he's currently scored at. It's just, like I said, it's just the limitations. But anyway, speaking of the ticker, our ticker shows that we have a new leader in TRC 521. Oh, we got a battle for lead. It's TRC 521. Sure, not sure. Going really at it right now. It's like Bristol Motor Speedway up in here again. Someone would say that Bobby Blue would be doing a little bit of track limit abuse, but in reality, he just looks a bit loose. He's not doing it on purpose. But Giggity is waiting to capitalize on Bobby Blue's mistakes. And sorry I didn't mention this earlier, but one of our 16 cars in the field retired from the race. I believe it may have been Katashi since he went in the dirt, but I could very well be mistaken. Again, it's just the limitations of the 14 Motorsport 7 tickers. And Blue he just keeps running wide in that first corner. And meanwhile, Giggity's in the back like, yep, just keep doing it, buddy. I'm gonna take advantage of it. I don't think Bobby Blue can hear his crew chief right now. Like, all he can hear in his headphones is this. Yep, that's Giggity just hunting him down like Jaws. Oh, and here comes that GTR of Rick Pumphouse. It's going to be a three-way battle for 9th. But are they going to spread out again? And what we don't want is for these three cars to have a crash with each other. And that'll cause some tempers to flare. And I have to say, like, all those different colored buttons on the steering wheel makes the steering wheel look like it's full of Skittles. Oh, Giggity with a huge slipstream. And is Bobby Blue gonna run? Oh, he's running wide again! How he didn't lose the position just like that, I don't know. It takes skills with a Z. Silent Z, and I just now noticed that the tire barriers got a little bit damaged there. Just a little bit of tires near the pit road entrance, but we should be okay. And Bobby Blue was kind of made a habit of putting 2 tires on the green area by the rumble strip. It's like he's driving this track like it's Sonoma in a NASCAR race. You know, the Robbie Gordon line in turn 7, is it? I think it's turn 7, but I could be wrong. It's that huge turn where everyone just goes right near the tire barriers, like Robbie Gordon. Oh god. Stop putting your wheels in the dirt. Oh. And just like that, Bobby Blue's back down to 11th with... Okay, I said was it Rick Pumphouse? Yeah, I made another mistake. I'm sorry. I got the GTRs mixed up. That's HCR Colonel's GTR, not Rick Pumphouse's GTR. Ooh, nearly colliding with the barrier. That was not the greatest of lines there. Meanwhile, HCR Colonel is right on the bumper of the eIGTC. The one thing Bobby Blue wants those two to do right now is to collide with each other and make a mistake. Or at the very least, just go side by side, give them the drafting advantage. And I thought for a second that eIGTC went in the grass a little bit, but he's still holding on to his position. Bobby Blue going wide for the bazillionth time. Maybe it's just a result of tire wear, but I could be wrong, so I'm not going to bank on it. And HCR Colonel is looking to take 9th place, and it looks like he's got it. Now is eIGTC going to try and retake the position in this corner right here. Goes to the crossover and has to tuck in behind. Side by side on this long straightaway. Is eIGTC gonna... Yep, he retook 9th, but at what cost? He ran just a bit wide, and HCR Colonel is back at 9th. Goes in the grass a little bit. They're gonna go side by side again. Don't hit the tires, buddy. Okay, it's all good. And now Bobby Blue's waiting in the wings. Gonna be a 3-person battle for 9th. Whoa! Oh, they made contact, and they're putting on a borderline drift show. Woo! And eIGTC is just running away like, you guys just keep doing your own thing back there. I am out of here. And HCR Colonel's looking back at him like, dude, you didn't need to do that. Anyway, as we mentioned before, Rick Pumphouse is currently running in 12th and is trying to get some sort of slipstream on Bobby Blue 508. And he's got plenty of time to do it. We still got just over 2.5 hours left. We're spreading out again. Still single file from 9th to 11th. Colonel is still in that back bumper of Giggity, and he's going to try a pass on the outside, but had to tuck right back in. But now goes to the inside lane, back to the outside, and now the crossover. Is he going to make it? Not yet. And this angle looks like they're bump drafting, but I mean, this is road course racing, so it's not the best place to do that. I wonder if there's a problem under the hood of Rick Pumphouse's car. It's fallen now over 600 feet back as Bobby Blue apparently is checking his tires. They seem to be in okay condition. Everything seems to be hunky-dory at the moment. I'm just worried about Rick Pumphouse right now. Oh, he's gaining a little bit. Oh, Bobby Blue goes really wide. Slows down a little bit. And we're now down to 14 cars. Someone must have broken down. Another car, yeah, I think I just mentioned that. Another car retired. And I'm being told from the race organizers that that was not Katashi that was retired at one point. It was somebody else, so apologies for the error, folks. And Bobby Blue doesn't seem to be bobbling in those corners anymore. And I think we just lost some more tires from the barriers. Cars have elapsed 50 miles so far, but it's not about the miles, it's about the time, and we still got just under 2.5 hours. And Bobby does seem to be losing a lot of ground on Colonel and Giggity at the moment, but still got lots of time to make it up. Maybe he's losing ground because of the damage from that collision with Colonel a few minutes ago, but it's probably something else. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to hear it from the horse's mouth. Tires off the road a little bit for Bobby. But he hasn't lost control per se right now, so he seems to be alright. Looking back at Rick Pumphouse, who is still having a bit of a difficult time catching up to Bobby, but there's always the chance that he could get a big draft, or Bobby can make a really bad mistake. Anything can happen. Pumphouse seems to be gaining a lot of ground going into those really tight corners, but it's on these long straightaways and small corners right here where he falters a little bit. Oh, wait. As I say that, Bobby Blue goes into the grass, or not the grass, excuse me, just the green part, and Lex goes into the pits. We've got some pit stops coming up. Forlorn Bear is also in the pits. 2 cars in the top 5 heading in for their pit stops. And this pack of 3 cars appears to be catching up to the 8th place car. Our ticker isn't showing who that would be, but hopefully get a good view of it later. Stumble there by Bobby. Oh, someone's into the wall! It was Giggity. He's in the barriers. What just happened? Did his tires give out or something? Did Colonel possibly give him a bump and run like at Martinsville? And we've got 2 more cars retiring from the race. We're down to 12. Man, we had some single file race, like ordinary single file racing, and everything was going fine. But now we've got cars retiring left, right, and center, and Katashi's into the pits. Also, I just realized, looking at my spotter guide, that I made another mistake a while ago. I said that Hitachi was the one that spun out when I was talking about the retired cars. That was actually CA Advantage in that spinning Lamborghini. So, again, apologies for the mistakes. This is just my first race on commentary, so I got plenty of time to fix the mistakes. And Bobby's front tires are in the orange, so he's going to have to pit momentarily. We're down to just 11 cars now. My cars are retiring out of the race when we got pit stops. A mystery I'll never understand. And there goes another traffic cone. Just a cone, I mean. Not traffic out on the public roads, so, but you know what I mean. A little bit wide there for Bobby. And we're about to approach the 70-mile mark. Bobby is improving his line in those open corners. Little bit in the grass. And when are we going to see our next pit stops? And we got TRC pitting. The leader is pitting right now. Question is, who's gonna take over the lead during his pit stop? If anybody. It's the bin. We have a new leader in the bin right now. But is the bin going to take a pit stop very soon? We'll have to find out. Just over 25 miles away from the 100-mile mark, and we've got 2 hours and 16 minutes to go as Bobby Blue messes up that corner big time. Thankfully, no damage. Helicopter in the background. A little bit loose due to the grass there, but Bobby manages to correct it. Checking the tires once again, all four in the orange. It's only a matter of time before Bobby has to pit. Because the tires are like ice cream, will not last forever. And MXR Weasels in the pits, in 4th position. Oh, we got a car in the grass. Wasn't quite able to make out who that was. And another car is retired. We're down to 10. Down to 10, excuse me. Looking at my spotter guide, it looks like that car in the grass we saw a few minutes ago was DOR 4-run Bear. I was gonna say it was Weasel, but I don't think Weasel would spin out so soon as taking a pit. Regardless, we're down to 10 cars in this race. And we have a new leader in Gareth Block 43 as this pit cycle continues. Basically pulling a NASCAR and Fox crank it up right now as we wait for the next bunch of pit stops. And I'm pretty sure Bobby's going to pit real soon because those tires have to be in the red right now. Looks like the front tires are a darker orange. And TRC 521 retakes the lead. And as you see on our ticker, it's HCR Colonel in 6th, Bobby Blue 508 in 7th, and Red Pump House in 8th position. You can't see everybody else due to the limitations of the ticker. Bobby Blue's fuel is kind of low, so we better pit very soon. Traffic cones and debris everywhere. And HCR Colonel is heading into the pits. I think this is Bobby Blue's cue to pit. Not yet. We have a new 5th place car in Gareth Block 43. MXR Weasel is in 7th position, and Rick Pump House enters the pits. So we could be approaching the tail end of this pit stop cycle. If that fuel gauge for Bobby Blue is in the red, he better pit this time around. It's a long way around the Suzuka circuit. tires are still a dark orange, and that fuel gauge is in the red. Bobby Blue would really be in remiss if he didn't pit right now. And slowing down. Yep, he's gonna. Oop! Well, he shattered the windshield a little bit going into his pit, but the rest of the car seems a-okay. Now let's just hope for a fast pit stop. Welcome back here at Suzuka Circuit. I'm your host, Preston Ford, and we got a battle between Lex and Sure Not Sure for the 6th position. And is anyone going to run wide in these tight corners? Nope. It's a-okay. It looks like our camera's going to be focused on the battle for 6th position at the moment. And we've got the bin coming out of the pits. That puts him in the 7th position, putting Lex in 5th, and leaving Sure Not Sure in the 6th position. And now our camera has switched to MXR Weasel in the 1st position. Now we're migrating to TRC 521, who rounds out the podium in 3rd. And a helicopter just above him. And we're on the bumper cam. Well, we were for a bit. I might want to cue some Dixie Chicks because TRC is surrounded by wide open spaces right now. And now let's take a look at, I don't know where the camera's cycling. I thought that we were going to go to Colonel, but it looks like we're going to go to 2nd position. Are we going to check out CMR Katashi U? I mean, that's where the scroll... Yep, that's where we're going. It was scrolling for a bit, and it just stuck to Katashi U for a second. And let's check out Katashi and his fast Jaguar. With a really good paint job, I might add. He's running a very good line through these corners. A little bit wide in that one, but didn't hit the wall or anything. He is catching up to Katashi at the moment. Or, not Katashi, excuse me. Which camera are we going to see of this Bentley? The rear-facing camera, it looks like. Migrate over to Sure Not Sure, which appears to have Squidward dabbing on the hood. These great drivers are not afraid to showcase some memes on their cars. Gaining some ground on the BMW just up ahead. He's catching a big slipstream. He's going to make a move on the outside. Now he has to tuck right back in. And we're focusing on camera on the Porsche of the bin. Kind of far away from this battle going on for third at the moment. Now let's take a look at the second place car of Gareth Block 43. And he's going into the pits. That beautiful looking Falcon BMW needs a really good pit stop right now, which we can't really see because of that camera. Lex goes a little bit wide, because I was a little bit quiet because there wasn't really much going on except for single file racing. We're switching over to the Porsche again. Porsche being the bin as I look through the spotter guide remembering the paint jobs. And did I just see a car go in the dirt, or he's just leaving like a trail of smoke? Looks like everyone's alright. We switched over to the black, red, and yellow Bentley. And said Bentley being Weasel. Big license plate thing reading Weasel. Like the cartoon I Am Weasel. Hopefully the driver of that car and their crew do not get sued by Cartoon Network for that. And a helicopter flying across the track for the bazillionth time. And we're going to migrate from the 7th place car of Weasel to the 8th place car of Katashi, who's steadily closing in on Weasel. Especially in those very tight corners right there leading to the pits. We didn't get to see the paint job very much due to that camera angle and another helicopter. We're going to check out the leader, to TRC 521, in what appears to be a rainbow-colored Porsche. Well, not really rainbow per se, but it looks like there's quite a lot of colors on that thing. We were briefly strapped to the bumper of that Porsche. And it looks like he's gaining ground on what appears to be lap traffic. Close to lap traffic, I should say, because I don't think they're a lap down. Now let's check out the 5th place car of Care Block 43. I really like the Falcon paint job on that BMW. He's running a pretty strong race. I haven't seen him mess up any corners, or very little corners, if not any corners. No scrapes with the wall, no collisions with other cars from what I've seen. He's racing like a true veteran. Sure Not Sure putting on a bit of a drift show there. He's currently running 5th. Are we possibly in another pit stop cycle? When we're in these camera angles, we don't get any "this car is pitting" notifications from our ticker, so it's a bit hard to tell. Now we go back to Gareth Block, who's in 4th. We got a 3-car. Oh, 1 car's in the grass. 3-car battle for position right now, and that ends with TRC going on the grass a little bit there. He's probably not going to be having a drink with those cars up ahead anytime soon. Suzuka loves the helicopters these days. Bit of a late break there for TRC as he gets past the Bentley of Weasel. Now can TRC get past that Jaguar of Katashi? Oh, goes way down inside, but even that's not... Oh, wait, they make contact. Oh, lock up the brakes a little bit, and Weasel goes right by him. He's probably not going to be happy about that. These two cars, Weasel and Katashi, are really giving TRC a hard time. I wouldn't be surprised if cartoon-like anger smoke came out of that car right now. He's probably turning into Ren from Ren and Stimpy right now and just looking at those two cars like, you idiots. And we go back to HCR Colonel in the Nissan GTR. Didn't even touch the outside rumble strip there. That was a very good line. A slight locking up the brakes there. Let's see how he handles the tight corners. Oh, God. Two tires on the grass a little bit there, a little bit of a loosey-goosey there. But the car is hunky-dory. Let's go to the second place car of the bin. It looks like it's a Porsche 1-2 at the moment. It looked like the bin was going to go in the grass for a second, but from that angle it looks like he only touched the very outside of the rumble strip there. A very out of line by Lex, but oh, and he goes really wide. I wonder if something in that car is making Lex as loose as he is right now, or maybe he's just going wide because of the pressure of the closing minutes of the race. The only person that can really tell us that is Lex himself, or possibly his crew. And a very bad mistake by Lex. He goes into the tire barrier just like Bobby Blue did a while back. But The damage doesn't look too serious. He's just got to be very careful with his pit entrance next time around. Let's see how long a stop itself is. And again, we can't really see very well because the camera is malfunctioning. Let's go back to Gareth Block 43 in the meantime. Who currently rounds out the podium in 3rd position. Back to our bumper cam for a split second. Oh, Gareth runs a little bit wide, but thankfully he didn't touch the sand. And back to Weasel. Lex is slowly being reeled in by one of the GTRs. I can't tell which one it is because they have identical paint jobs. Hopefully when we scroll through our cameras, hopefully soon, we'll be able to find out just which GTR that is. We're going to scroll over to now. We're going to go back to the bin. I'm still a TRC. Okay, that was HCR Colonel's GTR. Okay, there we go. Thanks for the clarification, guys. Ooh, almost in the dirt. And now we're going back to Garrett Block 43, who is still in third place. Not really a lot of things happening in this race at the moment after all these pit stops. Like, everyone is just so spread out right now. Right behind Gareth Block is the fourth place car of Lex, who, let's not forget, had an unfortunate collision with the pit road barrier, but the fact that he's still in fourth is pretty good. And as mentioned before, the car's damage isn't really that visible. and Colonel in the GTR is steadily gaining ground on Lex in that BMW. You can clearly see Lex's brake discs really heating up. Now let's check out the leader. I thought we were going to check out the leader, but the cameras keep going. A little bit indecisive with the cameras now, are we? Lex goes a little bit wide. Hitachi seems to be running okay in his Jaguar, and it looks like we're back to Lex and Colonel at the moment. Lex seems to be going away just a bit. You never know if he'll make a mistake in these corners. Sailing for both of these cars. We can go to the bumper cam again. It looks like that Colonel is really closing in on the lights right now. This could be an interesting battle for the fourth position. And we're near the 2-hour mark. And who are we switching to next? I presume we're going to go to the leader. No, we're going to go to Diesel. Still in the 7th position. His wing seems to be wobbling a little bit. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's nothing that'll make the car go completely off balance. And we're back to the leader, TCR. Or TRC, I should say. My bad. Got the letters mixed up. And he's closing in on the soon-to-be lapped car of Hitachi. Oh, he makes a mistake. This is TRC's chance to lap him. He got him. And with 2 hours elapsed left in the race, it's safe to assume that TRC has quite the advantage and could possibly have this race wrapped up. Oh, and for second, whoa, right near the guardrail goes Gareth in the BMW to take second away from TRC's fellow Porsche. From the fellow Porsche of the bin, I should say. A little bit lost for words there because of that daring move Gareth just pulled. Oh, and Kitachi's well in the dirt. That is That is not what he wanted right now. It's bad enough he already got lapped, and now he's got an ill-handling car. Ben is still holding on to third, and we go back to Gareth Block, who's got the second position right now. He's had a strong car all race. And TRC still holds a strong lead in that Porsche. Goes into the grass. Man, we got some cars going in the grass and dirt, left, right, and center. I mean, there's a case of tire wear. And we've got one lap to go in the race. In any minute now, we should be going back up to TRC. Yep. Or, now we're going to Kitashi. Come on, camera, work with us here. Yep, going back to TRC 5-2. Come on, pick one car and stick with it. Okay, we're going to Gareth Block now. And who's on the pit right there? Is that the bin? Yeah, it's the bin. He's making what appears to be an unscheduled pit stop. But up ahead, it's all smooth sailing away for TRC 521. Go back to Gareth Block for a brief amount of time. He's running his lines very well, but I don't think it's going to be enough, especially since he's running in the grass a bit and kicking up dust. In the Nissan GTR is running a strong third, I should say. My bad, because the bin was in the pits. He still comes out fourth. And meanwhile, back up front, TRC 521 has this race completely wrapped up. TRC 521 takes a strong win at Suzuka, and here are the. So, after an eventful day at Suzuka involving some great battles for the position and some cars crashing into the pit road barriers, let's take a look at the official results. So, as we mentioned before, TRC 521 took the win in the Pro class. Second place goes to Gareth, third place to Bin, and fourth place to Lex. And then only 3 cars in the amateur class finished. First place was Colonel, second was Weasel, and third was Kitashi. So, for those of you who tuned into this fantabulous GT3 race at Suzuka Circuit, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for listening to my debut on the microphone. I'm Preston Plord, on behalf of everyone in Endurion. We'll see you with the next race.